That's right, we doing a two-piece beast. Two-piece beast. And we got a new special guest in here. We got Grandpa Joe. Hey there, Joe, what up? You say, hey, why you trying to talk like me? Trying to talk like me. Oh, let me say this. A lot of times, God will put you through to see how much you can endure for your blessing He's offered you. And if you can't endure what He putting you through, you can't endure what you want. Tell Him that, Joe. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Yo, was you watching Bars of Mania? Word, yo. This nigga just came in here, yo. He got prison bars for these trap niggas. Put the horns in, word. But on tonight's XTV discussion, we got the Pain and Trunks in here. That's right. And we got Grandpa Joe, as I said, along with the lovely Mary May. He called me lovely Joe. That's my woman, nigga. And we here to discuss the HY era. Over here on XTV West Coast, we've listened to two recordings that are, hold on a second, give me 1 second, 14 years old. Excuse me. That's right, yo. The oldest recordings in XTV West history, 14 years ago. And we here to discuss them. Hold on. Excuse me. We ain't gonna discuss those, but we were listening to those recordings, and those recordings are of course Hell Yeah, starring The Pain and D-Matic, the only two Hell Yeahs in existence. Surprisingly, they didn't pop. One almost popped, but they still work, not in the best condition, wear and tear, but they saved to the laptop and we able to edit it so what's going on. And we played them recently, and that has led to a lot of the HY era talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I remember doing those Hell Yeahs. I was a teenager. It's different, when you're doing something as a child, like when you get famous as a child star, and you're doing whatever you're doing to be famous, being a child star. It's all cute and oh my God, look at his nose. But as soon as you turn 14, as soon as your balls drop, man, and you all like, I'm still cute, people don't think you cute no more. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, that nigga voice too damn deep to be cute, man. Grow your ass up, nigga. Get a job. Stop doing this kid ass shit. And they move on to the next child to call the door and then make him get on drugs when he turn about 14. But yeah, man. That's pretty much what that documents, those two Hell Yeahs, man. Pain, shut your ass up. You been on drugs. I just want to say this, though, Jazz. Those two episodes suck. Trunks about to keep it real. I don't care, man. At the end of the day, only reason it's classic is because it is the oldest recordings we do have in existence. And, it's just too bad they ain't the best recordings we did, even from that time. But what I was going to really talk about is, the recordings that aren't no longer here. Spring Break 04 and, some of the Hell Yeah days. And I want to know about, that process of filming those, HY episodes and all the different things you guys did during that time period, starting with you, Trunks. Yeah, starting with me, because I'm the OG of this motherfucker. I'm the real OG. But, well, Jazz, I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. Real life sucked, you know, being around Pain, Grandpa Joe, and all the different things going on. I think I made mention of it before. I felt like to, I was obligated, like I had to stay with Pain and Grandpa Joe, and that was my only way of staying successful. And I felt like I couldn't leave, you know what I mean? But it's just something about when that camera hit, something about when we hit record and it's HY time, you know, I would just jump into character and all those problems of my real world would just be gone. Like I wouldn't be who I normally am. I would be, you know, Donkey Kong, and Pain would be Dee Dee, and you know, none of the problems would matter. And I hope I ain't sounding like soup. But and you know, that's just how it'll go. Hell yeah, man. As far as spring break though, we had came from the group home, you know what I'm saying? And Soup had did this thing. He just was just so happy to be home, because I think the prior time he was home, he recorded that, you know, hell yeah, that you was just talking about at the top of the show. And you know, he was playing that shit so much that he was like, man, I want to do another recording. And you know, he finally got him like some 90-minute tapes. And shit, he was home for spring break. You know what I mean? All the way to spring break ended, cause man, that shit was, man, tat. Word. Nah, man, we just having a little flashbacks, but you know, one story at a time. Uh, he finally, you know, went back to the crib, and you know, he had some blank tapes and shit. He went in there, he recorded, and the first thing he recorded was some random shit, cause he was so happy. I can't stress that shit enough. I know I ain't even at the story, cause I keep on saying so happy, but damn, it's like that. Like damn, I remember him jumping up and shit. And the truth is, the nigga just had some cassette tapes, and it was blank, and he didn't know what the fuck to record. But he put them in the radio, hit record, and just did some random ass WrestleMania match with Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? That didn't have nothing to do with anything, but he had so much fun. And then he played the radio, and it had No Doubt song. No Doubt. What song that is? It had It's my life, don't you forget. My draw's melting. But put some damn clothes. Sorry, Grandpa Joe. I don't tap no more, I melt. That's weird, nigga. Go to a doctor for that shit. A witch doctor, yo. But yeah, man, we had, you know, we recorded that random shit, and we recorded HY on Bell. We recorded like 2 hell yeahs, you know, during that spring break period. And then we did that spring break, the actual movie. And the funny part about it is that started off as a hell yeah episode. Exactly. You know, we just really just did a hell yeah episode, and it just became a movie. It's like, man, shit, fuck that. This feel like a movie. And the thing with the hell yeah shit is like we really could do what we want. You know what I mean? If we felt like just doing a movie in the middle of hell yeah, shit, do a movie in the middle of hell yeah. And we did a 4 tape long ass movie. You know, I think they was 60 minutes too, wasn't they? Yeah, they was probably 60 minutes. Cause shit, I remember that first tape ending fast as fuck, and I'm being like, damn, what's wrong with this tape? And I think I said that on side B. All you hear is wrong with the tape. As soon as it cut on, you ain't pick up the first part, but you heard wrong with the tape. And you know, we just recorded, man. And Lane 1 was on there. We was trying to push new stars. We tried to push this guy Lane 1 and Expect the Deck, because that was when Cream was going on. Expect the Deck was a fake ass Inspect the Deck, and Lane 1 was, I don't know who he was, somebody, nigga, Papa Wu. Get out of here, boy. And and you know, that's just what it was, you know, Papa Wu, Bob. And yeah. But as far as the recording process, I mean, what it was like. It was all just one take, Shit, we just got like 6 cassettes and, recorded those two HYs that Payne mentioned and that weird ass WrestleMania, and then we just did Spring Break with the remaining four. I think like what, 8 of them came or some shit, and we used 4 for the Spring Breaks. It was something like that, and it was probably 12 though, because I think we got them shit from Kmart. I think we got them from Walgreens, because ain't that time we found this wallet with a bunch of money in it, and we thought it was smart to turn it in, and nobody cared about us turning it in, and you ain't never get no money from that, so we should have kept it. You wanted to keep it because you wanted to buy drugs, asshole. Fuck you, man. Put my biz out like that. Let me talk. Let me interject. Shit. Go ahead, Joe. What I remember, I had opened it up, and I said, "We are gathered here today for the ending of an era." These two hoodlums gonna sit here and try to entertain you as best as they can. And I'm gonna provide you with wacky commentary. Wacky commentary as it go on throughout the recording process. He's so silly. That shit was legendary. You know what I mean? Yo. I don't even remember him opening it up like that. Like I said, it was a normal HY episode. I remember it opening like that. You see now, motherfucker. It don't count. Oh. But, the movie finally started probably like in the middle of the damn recording. Now that I think about it. Trunks pissed our grandma off. And I think this was based on a true story, as far as what happened to Soup one time. He was just joking with his mom like he always did, you know what I'm saying, in the morning. And for some reason, I don't know what happened, man, but he thought she was playing. She was like, "I'll drop you off in the middle of the rain." You know what I'm saying? And, he thought she was playing because they play like that every morning, you know what I mean? And then she stopped the car, she dropped them off in the middle of the rain, and she left. You know what I'm saying? Didn't come back. He was like, "What the fuck?" Like, he really thought she was playing, like, because that's how they always used to do. And he had to walk home in the rain, and he missed school that day. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what that's what Spring Break was based off of, that incident, because I think I was joking with, Miss Joe and stuff like that. And, she did it. She dropped us off in the middle of the interstate, though. I was way more fucked up, and then we didn't know where we was or where we was gonna go. But, if I may say this, it was also, inspired off of Black Spring Break. He go a rant. Oh shit. He go a motherfucking rant. Ladies and gentlemen, since maybe, let's see, what year it is, 2016? Fuck it. Since a long time, being on YouTube, subscribing to different channels, there's always a list of, like, the worst movies, ever. And they put the usuals, Batman and Robin, that one movie that everybody tell me bad, so I don't never see it. All kind of different shit, right? But you know what they don't ever mention? Black Spring Break. You like, what the fuck is Black Spring Break? Let me go to Google to see what would happen if I type it in. Let me go. This is actually a movie too. I ain't bullshitting. It's called Black Spring Break. I'm gonna see if it pop up though. Black Spring Break movie. Cause you don't want them to show no damn titties and shit. Ooh, Black Spring Break, titties, 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 titties. I think it had Trick Daddy in it too. Yep. This shit got a 1 star on IMDb. It's my first time seeing some shit like that. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad. It's like it's sadly bad. You know what I'm saying? The acting, everything. It's depressingly bad, you know. And like some of Spring Break 2004 was based off of this, but we did it in our young, humorous, teenage way. You know what I'm saying? And it came out good though, you know. And shit, I think that we wind up going to this spot in the movie where spring break and all this other different shit would happen. And you know, it was based off of this and the real life incident of Soup being dropped off in the rain, you know. And shit, comedy ensues. The thing, oh, look at you. Where let me get with you now. The thing with the olden days, because you want us to explain the olden days here, it's hard to go back, so we can only give you a plot summary of what happened. We can't tell you the details. You gotta understand, this is so old and so past our way of thinking. Well, not that it don't exist and happen. Believe me, it happened. Just like Jesus was real, it happened. But it's so old that, you know, we can just give you the plot summary. Just like this plot summary of this booty behind movie you talking about, Black Spring Break. Let me read the plot summary for the audience. Say, cause that's all they got. They ain't got goofs. They ain't got nothing. They don't got nothing. Damn. They don't got where it was filmed. Oh, somebody did talk about it. They best of the worst, Elves, Santa Claus, and Christmas Vacation 2. That's only did you know. That's all it say. It say referenced in Best of the Worst, Elves, Santa Claus, and Christmas Vacation 2, 2013. And when you hit see more, on nothing pop up. But go ahead, Grandpa Joe. Okay, all they say is the tropical paradise of Daytona Beach plays host to its annual deluge of party-hungry college students, including a budding rapper and a football star who dodge greedy athletic agents while looking for fun and romance. That's all it say. That's it. These reviews angry. Hold on a second. Give us one more. They calling the damn script brilliant. I'm surprised. I don't know. You know, they calling this Citizen Kane and shit. And I know Citizen Kane. Man, fuck it. You can tell somebody white wrote this shit. It's the Citizen. You can tell it's that damn, what you call it, the damn white ass humor. The damn, that kind of humor that black people don't know. That one. Yeah. Sarcastic. Shut up. You know you would disrespect our youth, Trunks. You's a shit stain on our youth. I can't stand you. Mad cause you can't say sarcastic, so accuse all your other brothers and sisters of not knowing what it means. Damn son of a bitch, I can't even be funny like I want. Calm down, Joe. So, I mean, when I was about to say Black Spring Break. When Spring Break 2004 was released, at the time it did quite well. Yeah, even though, you know, you gotta understand, man, we had a big fan base, the Hell Yeah thing, and they supported it because that was the first movie since Action 2. You know what I'm saying? That had to do with me and Trunks. So they was like ready to see it. And, people loved it because it was us in a different environment. You know what I'm saying? And ODD made a special appearance. Scooby Doo made a special appearance on that, and it was just fun. It was different, and Trunks had beef with Scooby Doo. Hell yeah, I remember that shit. It's Scooby Doo. What the fuck? Yeah, I remember that. Nah, that spring break shit. Yeah, Trunks was on there and he used to talk that shit. He used to talk that shit to Scooby Doo. That ain't Scooby Dooby Doo. I'm so crackhead. Y'all told that like Scooby Doo and this bitch Scooby Doo. Oh man, yo, this shit is fun. Yeah, yo. But yeah, that was fun, man. Spring break was just a lot of fun we did, And let me just say, man, that spring of '04 was just us at our best. Now, because we gonna talk about other different things y'all did during the HY era, but Action 1 and 2, like as everybody know, was the big movies as far as XTV West Side during the Size era. Like that was like a huge thing for y'all. And there was supposed to be a third one that was released and not released. Can any of you go into that? Yeah, man. We tried to do Action 3 in 2001, and it just came out all right to us because Action 2 was so good, where it was like, some stories just felt rehashed, and it felt like we was doing the same shit that was already done, and we just didn't have fun. You know what I'm saying? But before I continue, shut up, yo, shut up. I just want to say that Jazz was talking all this shit. I mean, Trunks was talking all this shit about Black Spring Break. But guess what he about to do? Shut your ass up, man. Leave me alone. He about to download that shit for one scene. Shut up. Let me tell y'all, man, it's the worst movie ever. I want it. Man, it's just one scene in the movie I remember. I think I seen this girl. Yeah, I think I seen it. And so, you just want this movie just to see some 1998 pussy. Stay true. Best, you ain't shit. Trunks, you're not Justin. Best, you ain't Bob. Whoa, look. He's surprised to see pussy. Stop making me laugh. Say this shit. Yeah, I think Trick Daddy was in that movie. I think that's also the same year that Joat actually went to Spring Break. Spring Break '04. I know we're talking about something way different, but I think that, because Sandra actually told us, like, I don't think that, Joe and Soup was getting along and all, but it was like, hold on. It was like Joe, like we just found out when we got back, to visit them, that Joe was going to spring break, and all we could think of was the time he was having, and the fact that we was home and we ain't have shit to do, and he wasn't there that spring break. I think he was in BCR Daytona, and I think he said he had a lot of fun there, and shit, we just did spring break kind of also off of the fact, like, damn, this is probably what he doing there, or this is what he's seeing, this is whatever. And, of course it wasn't nothing like what he experienced, but we had so much fun doing that recording where we forgot that Joat wasn't even there, And I remember, man, we went back to that damn group home, and, we thought it wasn't going to be fun because we had so much fun at home. But shit, right when we got back there, we went to the beach, and I had this good-ass gyro. This gyro was good as fuck, and we got it, like, on the beach. It was like, I got a gyro and some cheese fries, and I was at the beach, and it was some girls in thongs. My dick was hard. I was a teenager. Anyways, action three. Oh man, time to talk about something shitty. But anyway, man, yeah, man, action three. Like I said, we tried to do it in '01, during the time of shit just wasn't real good, you know. Um, but we did it anyway, and I think we wound up recording over it because we was like, man, this shit just ain't that good, you know. And then '03 came, and we tried doing action three, and it was okay. I mean, no, '04, and it was all right, but still, man, it just wasn't like it used to be. And so, shit, I don't even know what happened to that recording, but we liked the first few moments of it because we was like what it could be, and just how Miss Joe was just going off on Trunk's ass and all the different shit. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Miss Joe was used a whole lot more, on that what was supposed to be Action 3, because I think the bootleg copies got released, and people heard some of what was supposed to be Action 3 in '01 and what was supposed to be Action 3 in '04. The bootleg copies got released. Like how do you think that happened? Bad management. Grandpa Joe. Let me tell you something here. I will knock sense into you, young man. Okay? I'll knock sense into you. Because I won't knock you senseless because you're already there. Woo-hoo. But I will knock you in the state where you listen to the wisdom that I give you. What, you been drinking or something? No, I ain't been drinking. See, that's your problem. You think I didn't drink. No, I ain't been drinking. I'm wasted off the Spirit of the Lord. Tell him, Joe. Tell him. But that was my fault. I was just working with so many different people around this time because I was the manager of Trunks and Pain, and I was giving copies to anybody, but that wanted a bite, and as a result, our shit got bootlegged, and it wasn't the same anyway. It wasn't the same feelings. They was growing older. Their voice was deeper. As Payne said to you not too long ago, he couldn't be that same kid he was, because he was this damn adult who balls just dropped. So, what can you do? Word. Now, Payne, this question is specifically for you. Yeah. So, 2001 hits. After 2000 is over. Of course. Shut up. And, times is still rough. But you do a movie called Burned without D-Matic, where you're in a more serious role, where you're a violent teenager. What made you want to take on this role? Just to show my versatility as an actor, a child actor that is. Macaulay Culkin, was one of the best child actors before me. You know what I'm saying? And me just watching him, on Home Alone, and then he did this movie with that kid from The Ring. I forgot the name of the movie, but he had said, "Don't fuck with me." Whatever movie that was, Problem Child, or I'm a badass kid and I need help. Not a Jerry Springer episode, the movie. And watching that shit, man, just made me like, shit, I need to show my versatility as an actor. And so I chose Burn, about this violent kid always playing Method Man. And Method Man was in the movie, and he was like a mentally ill person. Yeah, he was a mentally, this is a very bizarre ass plot. Method Man was in your movie. There was something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? Why did Method Man have to be mentally handicapped in the movie Burnt? Listening to the Method Man second album, that nigga talking some damn, yeah, world, my world. like we was like, damn, he sound it's like it's something wrong with him, but he sound like a mental person that just killed. And that's basically what it was thought up upon, is how he sound like a person with problems that will fuck you up though. you know he ain't too retarded to not kick your ass. But that's pretty much what it was. And yeah, that's what we did with it. And it came out good. Came out real good. It's just, it was such a different time period, because like I said, I was more of a child actor. And to do that at that time was like, people like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? It's like the Disney Channel all of a sudden being for violent teens. All of a sudden, when you knew it for what you known it for all these years, and all of a sudden you see, I don't know, titties on a cartoon. It's not right. It don't look right. And that's pretty much what that was for me at the time. It was mixed reviews from it. Some people was able to appreciate that I wasn't just being this kiddie dude, but other people was taken back, that was taking their kids to see my shit. They took their kids to see Burn, saying that it was an R-rated movie, but they kids probably kept begging them, I want to see Payne in this role. I want to see Payne in this role. They see me in that role, and I'm cussing. I'm bad. I'm a teenager. I'm always holding my nuts, and it was different. And damn, Jazz, you good? Fine. You my brain hurt. Mac Anthony, wake up and say some shit for me. What Jazz trying to probably say? Let me get your notes here. This is the first time you worked with real actors. XTV worked with real actors, Payne. Like, you worked with Method Man, as mentioned, and the girl from Living Single. Let me pull a name up right quick. Kim Coles from Living Single was in there. You know what I mean? She was your mother in the movie. What made y'all want to choose her as your mother, Payne? I don't know, man, because you got to understand, we recorded that shit first, and we knew we wanted Method Man because we kept on hearing, yeah, well, my world. And we knew we wanted to use him. So, shit, that's just what we did, but we just recorded it with him. And the more and more we kept hearing her voice, Soup being the girl and being the mother, he kept saying Kim Coles in that role because he was always watching Living Single. You know what I'm saying? It would like come on the USA Network after Martin. You know what I'm saying? And this is '01 when this would happen. And shit, we just put her in that role, and it worked. I mean, it was also the first, to me, the real dark kind of story as far as XTV West, because you get killed at the end of the movie, and then your mom's like, my baby. It's crazy as fuck. I mean, but that shows you what 2001 was like for us. Like, that's an example of that time, because like we said, Action 1 and Action 2, the happiest of happiness. It's bright, it's colorful, it's beautiful. A whole year later, '01, Burn, nigga, is the title is Burned, so it's already dark because it's been burned, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I mean, it's a completely different thing. Yeah, that was like I said, that was a rough time for me, man. That's when my drug usage was, starting to, really get up there, and some people was really noticing it. But shit, I was famous. And the movie wasn't that successful. That's another thing that was different. It wasn't super successful. And I got a lot of backlash from that, because you had the whole preachers, same motherfuckers stepping on Snoop Dogg tape, when he put out Murder Was the Case or whatever. Them same kind of groups was doing that to my tapes, because they felt with that rollout spitting in my fans' face, because it's like, it's so dark. And compared to, you have an influence, man, what you doing? And people didn't understand me. And shit, it was backlash, but it was just something to do different around that time. And as a result, we don't have no Burn movies. And we was gonna do a remake of it in 2009, And then again in 2011, but today, man, fuck that shit. We ain't doing it, man. We got better shit. Word, real talk though. I remember being so happy for Pain because Trunks wasn't in this movie. He didn't even make a small appearance. You know, but it was finally able to show Pain in a leading role. To me, it was proof that Pain wasn't shit on his own. You know what I mean? Because he needed me. Shut up, man. The shit just got mixed reviews because I was cussing in it. Not because you wasn't now, nigga. Nigga. So, yeah. Y'all be illin' though, man. What's another classic moment from the Hell Yeah era? Anybody got any? Let me think. I feel like our episode in '03 with Mr. Tyson, man. We had this is when Soup started to, use the shit that was happening in his real life and add it to, his art. And like we had this one tape where Soup was at his school and he had me there, he had Mr. Tyson. And man, that shit was good, dog. Like, but I don't know what happened to that recording, you know. But fuck, I think it was recorded on like 2 or 3 tapes. And when he first did it, it was alright to him. But he listened to it one time, he was like, damn, this shit funny. And that was his only time hearing it. And we heard it to this day. It was just this one time, and I think he probably had to go to the group home, came back from there, and the shit wasn't there no more. That would happen a lot, man. Yo, one of them kids probably got y'all recordings, man, Lil Wesley and them niggas, cause like, I don't know, maybe they enjoyed us. Maybe they did, man. But yeah. So, y'all got this project coming out. Hold on. That's kind of gonna be, looking like how it used to be, in those days. What can you tell the fans about that? I can just tell the fans, man, y'all just gotta wait and listen. This is something for everybody, really. Shout out to Martha. I like her prayer that she did on 2GN when she was like, hopefully we can have a XTV for everybody, for kids, for Puerto Rican, for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just one-sided. And I feel like that's what we're doing with this, particular thing. Even though it got cursing in it, of course, it's a different style of how we normally do what we do. You know what I'm saying? I think that this digital cut and paste stuff that we doing, this style of animation, is creating so many different ideas, man. And we so free, and it's like we found something. And man, like I just can't wait till we finish what we talking about, because like we can't explain our creative process on how we do it. We can just show, because nobody is doing it like this. You know what I'm saying? And I see what the Wu-Tang meant on their damn skits back on the damn first Wu-Tang album. It's a secret, when they be like, where do you get y'all style from? It's a secret. It's like, it's true, dog. Because like, if I tell people this, they gonna copy the style and my shit gonna get watered down, and people gonna forget the original motherfucker that made this shit unique. So I'm never gonna tell people how I do what I do. I'm just gonna do what I do. You gonna see it and you gonna love it. That's just what it is. Talking about something you gonna do it. That's what I can't stand about Pain Ass Jazz. He always talking about something, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Motherfucker, we all gonna do it. We gonna pitch in this shit together and make it dope. So word. That's all we gonna talk about. I can't really think of no more standout moments from the HY era. When you, like, I guess I ask everybody in here, when you think of the HY era, Trunks, what do you think? I think it was an era that, is very important. Looking back, we just didn't keep it real. We just kept it fun. And that's just truthfully what it was. Like when we look at the F&K, the TXG era, we hated the HY era because they wasn't keeping it true. They was just hiding behind, humor and shit, and it wasn't real. But now that we've gotten older, it's like we can look back and say, damn, truthfully, that was just a damn kid having fun, motherfucker. You was just having fun. You mad at yourself having fun, and th- that's what I think. Like looking back, it was just us truly having fun, and we wasn't able to appreciate it at a time when life was getting more serious and we was understanding our reality, you know. But now having an understanding of all of our reality that we've been through all these years, I can say that, hell yeah, that era is important, just as the F and K era, the TXG era, and all that. Yeah, I agree with the same thing he said. Damn, Trunks, you made sense. You ain't sound stupid. Fuck you. But oh shit, back to the normal now. See, but like I said, I agree with what he said. Just we was, you know, ouch. I'm you. I'm you, Trunks. Fuck you. This is exclusive shit. Yeah, the Trump said it so well, we all dumbfounded because we surprised that somebody that's so dumb got us dumbfounded. I'm tired of all y'all ass. How about that? Well, get tired of our booties. Get tired of our booties. So what? Get tired of our booties. Well, I mean, everybody got the same opinion, so this has been another HTV Discussionz. You guys got any things you want us to discuss about anything XTV, sides, TXG? Y'all just hit us up on XTV West Coast on our YouTube channel, XTV West Coast. You know what I mean? And it can be anything, you know what I'm saying? And we'll answer it. And that's just what it is. Ain't that right, Mac? Wake your ass up. Fuck you, nigga. Yeah, the Mac Attack is back. Oh yeah, let me give a review of the Grand Mac. Yo, McDonald's got this new burger called the Grand Mac. It's just the bigger Big Mac to make you fatter. That's my review. Peace.